Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ellie from Ellielauracrochet and thanks for clicking on this video. So as you can see by the title, it is the first week of the crochet-along. This is the Scheepjes. I cannot say their name. I think they kind of have a in it. If you know, you know, but I literally can't say it. I'm really sorry. But I will be linking the pattern below, their website and everything. So this is week 1. This is actually not kind of called week 1. It's kind of called a tips and tricks type week. But this gauge swatch is actually in the pattern later. It will be the 4 corners of the blanket. So we've actually got to make 4 of these this week. So I will be doing that because, I mean, obviously I kind of forgot what I was saying. But yeah, I'm going to be doing all 4 this week just because I know my future self, and if I don't do them now, I'm not going to want to do them. I think it's like one of the last parts of the blanket, so I just want to get them done and out of the way so that future me is like, oh, wow. Yeah, so if you haven't seen the first video, I will be making a playlist of this just so you can watch me make this blanket and just watch it grow. I'm going to be like vlogging it basically. So I won't be obviously telling you the pattern or how to do it. I'm just going to be vlogging the process and any tips and tricks I have while doing it. Recommended hook size is 3.75, I believe. I don't have one of those and didn't even know that was a thing. So I'm going to be using a 4. Hopefully that'll be all right. And hopefully I'll be on gauge. But yeah, if you haven't seen my last video, I basically won a kit from the company that is doing this. Luckily, I still can't believe it, but thank you for sending it to me. I'm very grateful that I won the giveaway and I'm really excited to actually have this blanket. But yeah, so let's get started with week 1. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. I have had a little sneak peek at the pattern for this week and it looks really fun. I'm really excited. I've got it downloaded on my iPad. I will be linking the pattern below because it is a free pattern. So you can join in as well with your yarn stash or anything, or just use your own colours, it's up to you. But as you saw in my last video, I am making the Delft colourway. I think it was called Air, but they changed it to Delft. I can't actually remember the reason why they did that, but I am making it with these colours. These are all Colour Crafter by the same brand, all 100% acrylic. These are really soft, like they feel much better than my other acrylic. Like honestly, these are amazing. Like I can't get over the softness. They're so soft. But yeah, so I'm making it in Delft. And Delft has only got 5 colours, so these 5 colours. 3 different shades of blue, a grey, and I think that's white, or is it cream? I think it's white. So yeah, so I'm going to be using my 4mm hook. Hopefully that is on gauge. I'm a bit worried because obviously I'm using an official kit, so I don't want to run out of yarn. So yeah, but yeah, we're going to get started. So I got a bit excited and I have done rows 1 to 3 already. Look how pretty that is. Little star or flower. So pretty though. So yeah, I'm on row 4 now and we've got this blue. So I've got the video up at the moment because I just find that easier to follow. Especially if it's like 3 double crochet, 5 double crochet, 3 single crochet, 2 chain, 5 double crochet, like sort of like that, where it's a bit hard for me to read and then like keep up with that and remember where I am. It's just easier to watch the video and just do what she says in real time, you know? I don't know if you're like that, but yeah. So I'm on row 4 now, so let's do that.
Range 5. double crochet in the next chain 1 space from round 1. Chain 5, chain 8, and this will be the single crochet over there. We'll slip stitch into that. You can also use an invisible join if you want to. And
so this is round 4 and 5 done. As you can see, it's kind of forming a heart like that. That was quite an easy row, to be honest. I would advise weaving in your ends as you go, as the designer says, because if you don't and leave it all to the end, then that's going to be quite a lot of weaving in for you, especially if you're doing one of the other colorways, because this colorway has only got 5 colors. Some of it I'm using the same color, like for a few rows, so I don't need to change color, but like obviously if you have to change color every single row, that's going to be a lot of ends. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and sew in my ends as I go, just so that I do them, really, because if I keep going, I'm not going to want to do them, because there's going to be like 100. And especially if you leave them all to the end of the completed blanket, like that's going to be a lot of ends. And I don't know about you, but I really don't like weaving in ends. But for this project, I will do it as I go, because if I don't, I'm not going to do it. But yeah, so I'm going to weave in this end, and we will start round 6. But yeah, this pattern is really easy to follow so far. But it seems like there's loads of different documents on the website. So there's like US version, UK term version, but the video tutorials I think are all in US. So I mean, that's good for me because I work in the US terms, even though I'm in the UK, so that kind of works out for me. But like, if you're only comfortable with UK terms, then you can just use that document instead. But yeah, so I've just weaved in those ends, and hopefully I'm going to be doing that every time I have to change colour. I need to figure out what colour is next on the pattern. So I think it is this light blue, which is Texel. I think we're doing a couple of rounds of this next. So this yarn is kind of, I think it's against me because it doesn't want a centre pull for some reason. Oh, and it keeps getting stuck. Like, it keeps getting knotted up inside. It's really annoying. I'm not an outside pull girly, because then that would really annoy me when it like rolls around and stuff. It's right annoying. Anyway, hopefully that's all right. But yeah, I think this is the next colour on the official documents for the pattern. It does say for each of the colourways like what colour you should be using for each row or round, I mean, which I really find that super helpful, because obviously we're not all doing the same colourways, and just to have that little table in there that says which colour you need for each round, that's brilliant. I love it. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this pattern, if you can't tell. And I'm only on row 6 now, I think. Yeah, but it's going to be this lighter blue colour, so yeah, let's do it. So this is where I've got to so far. I think this is up to round 10. I'm not sure about that. No, I'm not sure what round this is. But I've just done the 3 rows of white. And I've still got these ends to sew in. I will do that. I was going to try and do the next part as well today, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that right now because my iPad is going to die and I've been reading the pattern off there. So I am going to put this away for a bit, maybe work on something else instead. But yeah. Hi guys, so I kind of have forgotten to film anything lately. I had a bit of a break from this pattern, I'm not gonna lie to you, and I've been working on other stuff. But I need to do the border bit. I think I'm on round 14 now, but this is what it's looking like at the moment. I've weaved in most of my ends apart from that one for some reason. But yeah, so let's finish this up. As I say, I'm on round 14, but yeah.
And that's asymmetric. We're going to skip the next chain 3 space and make 2 double crochet in the next chain 3 space. Then we're going to front post double crochet around the next popcorn, which would be the second one at the side. 3 half double crochets in the next chain 3 space. Front post double crochet around the next popcorn. Chain 3.
I'm being really bad at filming right now, but I have finished part 1 of the crochet-along. Look how pretty these are. These did take me like a couple of hours each though, I'm not gonna lie to you, but I kind of had like a production line going on, so I made all the middles, then I did all the second colour and did it that way. But yeah, so I've got 4 of them now, and these make up the corners of the blanket. So yeah, so I've made 4 of those, and yeah, so that's the gauge swatch and the first part done. I don't know why, but they're not counting that as so apparently week 1 has just come out. It is Wednesday, so yeah, the next part is out, so I better get cracking on that now. I think it's the middle, we're doing the middle flower, I think, and then a few different petals. I'm wondering if I want to do the petals first though, I don't know, but yeah, I haven't blocked these, by the way. I'm also using a 4mm hook. It says a 3.75. I didn't even know that was a hook size, to be honest, but I don't have that, so I thought I'm just gonna size up to a 4. And I think they weigh, like, they're in the weight range thing. I think they weigh 37 grams, like, each. Well, that's what the first one weighed. Hopefully the other ones are the same, but they look the same size. So yeah, that is all of them done, and the ends all weaved in. Well done me. So yarn update. So I think these 2 are the only colours that I'm running sort of low on at the moment. Obviously I've got the whole kit and I've got more yarn, but these are just an update on the first balls. So yeah, I think about half of the blue left, and then probably under half of the white left. I think they're the only 2 that are running low. But yeah, I'm excited to do the next part now. As I say, I don't know if I want to make the petals first because they might be slightly easier, or the middle bit. Also, I've applied for a pattern test and I've just been sent the pattern, so I need to work on that as well because I've only got 2 weeks to do that. So yeah, I'm a bit worried that I'm gonna I'm a bit worried that I'm gonna fall behind with this crochet along, I'm not gonna lie. But I've done last week's part, so that's good. But yeah, as I say, the next part has come out today and I've not started that yet. But yeah. So I've got a little bit ahead of myself and I have finished week 1 of this crochet along already, and it is Sunday night, I think, and the next pattern isn't out till Wednesday, so look at me actually doing it on time, because I think last week I think I was still working on the little corner bits literally the day of when this came out. But look at that. That is amazing. So yeah, we made the centerpiece with the flower. And then we've got the small petals, which are these ones. And then we've got these petals as well. And then that is, I think week 2 we've got to, I think week 2 is when we like attach all of this together, I think, and then work off of that. So that's going to be interesting. I am excited to attach these all together though. They look great. Yeah, I'm really happy with this colorway as well. But yeah, so I will see you on Wednesday for when the next part comes out. Right, so I went ahead a little bit because I got really into this, I'm not gonna lie, but this is where I am at the moment. So I attached all the petals and I'm just making the large petals now. So part 4 is actually out today and I'm still on part 2. Really hoping I can catch up, but I don't think I expect it, to be honest. I feel like I'm just gonna be behind, I think. And obviously I don't want to rush it or anything. Still got quite a few ends to sew in. So once I finish part 2, I will sew in all of these ends. I think I just want to get it crocheted, to be honest. And then I could just sit down and weave in the ends. And then hopefully do part 3 soon. But yeah, it's looking really good so far. But yeah, I'm going to work on the rest of these, I think. Right, so something happened. I'm sure I filmed me doing these little bits. I'm sure I filmed that, but I have no idea where the clip is. I can't find it. I may have gone a bit ahead. Yeah. So I'm still behind. Tomorrow, part 5 is supposed to be out. I'm still on part 4. This took me 2 hours yesterday to do this whole side. That's part of part 4. And now I've got to do it 3 more times. Yeah, this is not going to be ready for part 5 for tomorrow. I'm hoping I can do 1 more side before tomorrow. So then I've only got 2 more sides. And then I think I have to go around a few times, like around in a circle. Because this makes a circle now. But look at it. It's looking amazing. And I've been good and I've been weaving in my ends as I go. I've been trying to anyway. But as I say, this section literally took me 2 hours. And that is pretty much all of the video. Well, pretty much for part 4. So yeah, I've got a long way to go. And yeah, so this is going to take like 6 hours to do these 3 sides. I'm hoping I can get quicker, but like I find it easier to follow along with the video instead of like the written instructions. I don't know if you're like that, but I just find it easier because then I can just follow along as she does it and I don't have to read and then try and figure out where I am. I'm just like, I don't know. But yeah, so this is my current progress at the moment. So I am on part 4. I've literally just started part 4 pretty much. And I've got to repeat this on each side and then go around twice. And then I'll be on part 5. But as I say, part 5 comes out tomorrow. So, well, in 24 hours actually. So yeah, this is not going to be ready for tomorrow. I think what's thrown me off was it last week? No, a couple of weeks ago. They literally put part 2 and part 3 out at the same time, like on the same week. That has literally thrown me off because if it wasn't for that, I would still be caught up. But because 2 weeks came out, like these little parts took quite a while, to be honest. And you've got to do them on each side. I was just like, yeah, there's no way I'm going to be caught up. But also, I don't really understand how people in the Facebook group, I don't understand how they're still caught up. Like, how? Also, it feels a bit weird that I'm not on track because it kind of makes me not want to do it. I know that sounds bad, but it kind of just, the motivation isn't there, you know? But I would like to make, one of the other sides like this finished so that I have two. But yeah, honestly, that's going to take me like 2 hours each side. I don't understand. But yeah, it's looking good. I'll show you the back. Back's pretty neat, I think. I've been weaving in my ends, as I say. Obviously there's an odd few, but I'll weave in those after the next stage. And then once I finish one side, I'll weave in all the ends and then move on to the next one. But yeah, I'm really hoping I can finish another side today. But that's going to be the end of this vlog because if not, this is going to be a long vlog. With that being said, I don't really know if I should carry on this series or not. Let me know down below if you'd like me to. I just feel like I'm not very consistent with it, and like the last time I showed this, you know, I didn't have these triangles and I didn't have all these lacy bits. Like, I don't really understand how to vlog this. Or I guess I could just add this into my normal vlogs, maybe. Just me updating the progress or whatever, because I just want to enjoy the process, and also it takes a lot of time and patience and stuff like that, so I feel like I really need to pay attention. And if I'm doing that, I don't feel like getting out my phone, setting the tripod up, filming a little clip, you know. It's just a lot at the moment. I feel a bit overwhelmed with this project, I'm not going to lie. Definitely will finish it, obviously. I feel like this blanket is going to turn out massive also, because this is literally just a centre circle. So, but hopefully the part that comes out tomorrow is less time consuming, or just a smaller part, I guess. And hopefully they don't surprise us with putting 2 parts out on the same week, because that kind of threw me off. But yeah, let me know if you're making this as well. I'd love to know where you're at. As I say, I'm not caught up, but hoping I can kind of stay on track-ish. I don't mind being a part behind, but if I'm any more than that, I don't know if I'm going to have motivation to do any more. But yeah, with that being said, thank you very much for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was a bit chaotic, but yeah, just let me know if I should keep trying to vlog this or just include it in my other vlogs. But yeah, I'll see what you think, because as I say, it's a bit stressful trying to film it, and I just really want to get caught up, but I know that's not going to happen this week. But yeah, so if you did like this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my videos. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!